I just wanted to bring you this video to show you some of the stock picks that I've picked and how I go about picking them, some of the websites that I use for research. First I'll show you, what I usually do is look for companies that have the recent 52-week highs. And the way we can find that is if you go to investdb.theglobeandmail.com. Every day they seem to update this website. I look for companies that are trading usually under $3 per share. For instance, Denison Mines. Then what I do is I look at least a year trend. This here would be a good trend, but now it's taken off too quick. So I would not buy here, but in here would be a good buying opportunity, obviously, because if you would have bought in here and it has taken off, I would put a stop loss in around here and keep it going in around $1.40 and let it ride. But the sooner you get in, the more profits you're going to make. So anyway, this is how I research the stocks. There's lots of different ones under $3. And this, like I say, is updated daily. The next step would be to, once you find a company that you're interested in that has a nice gradual uptrend to the right, the next step I would bring up Google. For instance, Western Forest Products is one that I've recently purchased. And as you can see, it has a nice trend lined up. And it keeps making breakouts at 52-week highs. So I would research this for 10 years, and in 10 years you can see that it has fallen. It has bottomed out around 20 cents, and it started to move back up. Now this is a gradual uptrend to the right, and that's what I look for when I'm investing in these small cap companies. You don't want something that shoots straight up. Unless you own it, and then you'd want to put your tight stops against it in case it did come straight down. You'd be out of the stock. So I'll show you, and then once you find that trend line, another website I like to use is, www.stockhouse.com. Now, you can set up a free profile. You can add some of your own stocks in here, just so other people can see how you've done. It's almost like a small profile of yourself. What I like to do is I'll put in here, for instance, Western Forest Products is WEF. You go under the bulletin boards. Now what this is people are talking about this stock and other stocks. You can get a general idea of what they're saying about the stock. If people are buying it, selling it. You can't rely on this completely, but it gives you a great deal of information. I love to use this. This is great. It gives you, if there's something in the company that's happened and you're not sure or positive what has happened, it's great information. Going back to Google Finance, I'll just show you some of the picks. Some of my picks last November 2013, was I purchased Western Forest Products at around $1.67. I am up to over 39% at $650.01. With 1,000 shares. I've recently purchased more. I've recently purchased an extra 3,000 shares of Western Forest because I believe that they are going to go higher to at least $5 to $6 is my belief. But I will use stop loss orders in case. It does go parabolic and then falls. But this Western Forest Products is out of Nanaimo, BC on the island, and they are shipping to China and to the US. And with the Canadian dollar being low, they are making a lot of money. So they're doing very well. And to all their peers are trading for a way higher price range. The PE is 1191, which is low compared to any of the other peers. Shares outstanding is high, but it's relative, and the volume is very high. Sometimes this trades over 5 million volume per day, as you can see here. Also, I use the MACD. You can see the MACD is trading higher. If this blue line crosses over the red, it's an indication the stock could be heading downward. But as you can see, it's on a very nice up and right trend, up and to the right. The other ones I've purchased is Clearwater Seafoods. I've only purchased 200 shares of this, and I may be selling this. I bought this around $6.64, somewhere around there. I may be selling it because, as you can see, it has went up and to the right, but it is now starting to curve. If you look at the MACD, you can tell that the blue line has fallen under the red line, which is a negative signal. The volume is not in the millions. It is 34,000 to 39,000. The PE is high. Like to buy companies at least under 15 PE, price per earnings. There is a dividend attached. So if this starts to fall more to the right downward, I will exit this stock with either a day trade or let my stop loss kick in. And the third one that I've purchased, again, I've purchased all of 3 of these last November 2013. The last one is CT Real Estate Investment. What this is it's Canadian Tire in Canada. Canadian Tire, it's a REIT for the land underneath Canadian Tire. I purchased 200 shares. I'm already up over 10%. As with Clearwater that I had mentioned earlier, I'm up over 22.93% on 200 shares. I purchased 200 shares of Canadian Tire Real Estate, and as you can see, I have done very well. It is up and to the right, which we want. The trend lines are emerging here, but they're still not far apart. This also pays a very healthy dividend of 5.80% per year. And I believe this is on a monthly payment. I'm also enrolled in the DRIP, so each month I will get an extra share of stock. The volume is quite nice on this, very high. And I believe this to be just a steady eddy. It'll just keep going up over time. If there is dips, I will buy more. So yeah, that is my top 3 picks, and I will have more videos to come. Please subscribe and rate. This is my first investment video ever, and first investment video of 2014. Thank you very much.